All right, guys, timing's everything. This video will release on February 9th. That should be the launch date for two new MMI watches. First off, there is going to be a new chronograph. This is a prototype. There will be some changes based off this one. Slight improvements, like there'll be like minute markers around the track. Right now, it's just a bunch of seconds hashes. There'll be minute marks on there. And there might be a couple other little subtle things, but overall, this is near completion to what you're going to see for the production model. Let's cover this one real quick, and then I want to talk about the 300-meter diver. Listen, I like chronographs just as much as the next guy, but if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to go for the diver because it's automatic and all that other stuff. But both of them, crazy good values. If you're looking for a chronograph, this one is really good. It's well built, heavy duty. It has the Seiko VK67 in it, which has the running seconds hand at the 6 o'clock. It's absent on a lot of watches that use the Mecha Quartz movement. So good thing MMI actually kept it in this one. You can see I already have the chronograph hand running. So this one is 100-meter water resist. I believe they're going to make 238 of these. There's a few different colorways. Check the description down below and go check it out, because both models will have different colorways. Get in on which one that you like and go from there. For the most part, the measurements are going to be the same, so I'm only going to do the measurements once, and then I'll have the thickness is going to be different on the two. So 40 millimeter case, 47 lug to lug. This one's 14.5 millimeter thick, partly because it's a chronograph, but also because it has that double dome sapphire crystal. That adds a lot of the thickness. 22 millimeter lug width here. Bracelet tapers down to 20 millimeter and has 7 millimeter screw down crown. This one obviously has the pushers for the chronograph. As you can see, Mecha Quartz, boom, just snaps right back. Price on this one should be $321 if you get in on the early. You have a 120 click bezel on this thing. Excellent bezel action. The bezel insert is loomed and it is made out of stainless steel. It looks like ceramic, but it's stainless steel and it's ion plated, much like Seiko does. And it legit, I mean, if you look at it, if you didn't know any better, it looks like ceramic, but it's actually coated stainless steel, very robust, and also still scratch resistant. So you can see a beautiful layout on this, very simple, and just looks good overall. If we zoom back out, we can pop this on wrist real quick. I did not size it for my wrist, but you'll still get a general idea of what it looks like on a 7¼ inch wrist. Nice bracelet, simple clasp. You have your fold over keeper, your double pushers, and then you have, what do you got there? 5 micro adjust, and then you have screwed pins for the links. So, and the pins on this are actually like pretty big, pretty beefy. So, all right, let's move on to, I think there's quick release. Yeah, there's quick release spring bars on the bracelet too. Didn't cover that. All right. Sorry if I glossed over too quickly on the chronograph. I want to get to the 300-meter diver. So this is version 2. This is version 1. This is the new version. They did some pretty solid improvements. Right out of the gate, you're going to notice that the indexes are longer, so they're more visible. You can see on this one, they're a little bit shorter. The really great thing about this one, the new one, is that orange. And he sent me a picture. I talked to the owner. He sent me a picture of painstaking trial and error to lock down a very beautiful orange that's a combination of neon paint and C3X1 Loom. So when we do the Loom shot, that's actually going to glow, and it looks like it's glowing in the daytime. The other thing they did is they also brightened the date indicator, because on these guys, if we zoom in, you can see it's using the Seiko NH35 movement, but rather than having a date at the like 3 or 6 or something like that, they have a date ring on the inside. And you can see this is on the 13, and as the days progress, those are all skeletonized out, and you'll see that progress all the way around. Very interesting design, and I'm a huge fan of it. On the prior generation, especially on this like red dial, it was like near impossible to spot it. You can spot it, but it's not quickly spotted. Like this one, it's still small, but you can easily see it with the contrast of that brushed silver dial. So a lot more legible on this guy. Again, same dimensions as before. The big difference is this is only 13.5 millimeter thick. And you have Loom crowned. Now, for these ones, unless I'm reading it wrong, they told me they're making 100 of them. I don't think they meant 100 of each colorway, because I think there's like 4 different colorways. I think there's going to be 100 total. I could be wrong on that. And if I am, sorry, but it says they're making 100. So, and these ones, if you get in early, are only $288 US dollars. The launch will be like in Singapore currency, but it's converted over to 288. I don't even know how they do it for $288. I legit don't even understand it, because it's a pretty well built watch. I mean, it's not perfect, you know. There's no perfect watch out there. So 120 clicks bezel on this guy. Nice solid feel. Going to be fully loomed, and just that pop of orange on this dial. I don't know what the other dials look like other than the pictures I saw, but in person, this one would be the one I would go for, because that orange is just so brilliant. So if we pop this one on wrist, pretty much going to be the same, except for it's going to be less busy than the chronograph. Super great wearing and feeling watch, and just such a killer deal. Let's kill the lights and check the loom on this thing. Insane, right? I mean, look at these. And like I said, these are the prototypes. The loom is going to be even brighter on the production model. I can't fathom that. Like, it's already like stellar. But so here's the previous gen. You can see subtle differences. A lot more intensity on the bezel insert for sure on the version 2.0, and those longer indexes I really like. They kind of go all the way out and kiss the edge of where the bezel picks up. So visually, I think it's just more appealing. And then that pop of orange, you actually even get a little bit of glow on the orange from the date. That's to the naked eye. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but I can pick it up. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.